we're gonna start going to court, it's gonna be plastic over the judges now.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, he deserved to get his ass beat for that one.
For that. I mean, I commend them because boy, they do this system for us, but he was like, man, fuck that.
Yeah,
he fed up, but hey.
But now he got extra time for that. He got assault and all kinds of other.
Man, and it's on camera. That went viral. So you definitely, whatever his name is, I'm pretty sure people gonna give him some books. Man, you did your thing. Some people like, man, you done fucked up.
Yeah, but it goes back to the thing. Well, yes, a lot of times that we are in the system because of things that we didn't do.
Correct.
But if you were there for something that you did and you stood on that and you chose that choice, you're going to have to take what the hell you get.
I've learned that plenty of times when I started going on my vacation. If I got caught, I was slipping. Wasn't blaming on nothing else. I was in it. But if you're in there, like you said, for something that you did not do, oh yeah, I probably would do that. But if I'm in there for something I know I did and just, oh man, fourth, fifth time, you feel what I'm saying? You just got to buckle up and be like, you got to do better.
Right. If your rap sheet is as long as your body.
Facts.
That's what,
or longer than the books you read in your life, you in trouble.
Yeah, so that's what you get for what you did. So that the whole, like I just mentioned, the Cat Williams situation.
Yes. How you really felt about that?
My thing is I'm on that energy all year this year.
Facts.
That's what I said. If something needs to be aired out, then we just gonna air this shit out.
This is, and as he said, so far this sixth day of the new year, it has been, and I said that going into the new year, this is the year of the truth. Like if you don't want to have things said or really keep my name out your mouth, it's because don't judge me on what somebody else is judging me on and have me believe that when I'm airing stuff out because y'all shining and doing y'all thing and you're making me look like it's time for me to keep if you want your secrets, keep your secrets, keep my name out your mouth.
Yeah. And not only that, it's Hollywood is a little different. Yeah. The comedy.
And we see that as sitting as spectators, but these are people who are actually in it.
Right.
Live it.
Right. So, it's a little insight to what goes on. And, we've been told these things by these people for so long just because we thought we liked them. But, it brought a part of, well, maybe that is, maybe we should be looking into that. Maybe, we need to think about that, so it's kind of a good thing, but a bad thing in the same thing, because, that's one of the things that, we're going to talk about too.
Correct.
Is talking about, what are we taking from 2023 that was positive and good, yes, and bring it to 2024.
This is not a new day. This is not a new time. This is not a new month. It's called a new year. Mm-hmm. Leave all your old stuff that's not going to be positive to make the next 365 days positive. Leave it back there.
Yeah.
Leave it back there. I'm telling you, you have to change up each year. We not just physically. A lot of people want to go work out. Really, you need to mentally. Mm-hmm. And prior to this, I was, those who didn't know, and I had COVID prior in December the 20th, and really just getting over it. Mm-hmm. So that time it made me sit during Christmas and New Year's, mm-hmm, and reevaluate on what went on in 2023. Mm-hmm. That I'm not bringing in 2024. Mm-hmm. And my number one thing for me is bad energy. Mm-hmm. Leave my bad energy. That was last year's, because I could physically say I did that last year.
Yeah,
I got over that.
Yeah,
and prove it as and add it to your new days that's coming ahead. You have to train yourself to get yourself in the position to change if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
So that's what happened for me. That's one of my changes was, if it's not positive, it's just I don't want to hear it.
Right. So when you talk about your bad energy, what is your checkpoints for, this is some bad energy?
My bad energy is more of trying to prove something to other people. Mm-hmm. And I've learned, one of the things that I definitely had to do on my checklist of changing was I learned to, if I'm friends with best friend, like you're my sister, mm-hmm, and evidently your husband is, I'm introduce him and title him as my brother.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? But if me and you have a fallout, is it okay for me to still have him as a, you know what I'm saying, as a brother?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you disconnect? And my baby's mother's, like, I'm still was cool with their family,
Mm-hmm.
but it seems like when I didn't cut them off, now, you know, things are lingering from back in the past, you know, things are being said, like, I'm over that part, but still that I'm still involved with that family.
Mm-hmm.
When something is being said that is accurate, inaccurate, or you're still holding grudges back then,
Mm-hmm.
I think when I should have cut them off too. So I'm feeling if you're like my family, friends, girlfriend, whoever, when I cut you off, it's like I have to cut the family, everybody off to a certain extent too.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just not trying to prove or stay and prove that I was that guy or I am that guy. It's just, that's your family. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever happens, whatever they think, they're going to go by on what you say and what you put in their head, you know, vice versa. So just more like, just go ahead and disconnect this, you know, disconnect myself. So it's still like I was proving something to my people who I still feel have energy with. But sometimes when relationships are done, sometimes you have to cut off the whole boat.
Mm-hmm.
You got to sink that whole boat.
Yeah.
And I had to learn that.
Okay.
The first instant, and I'm say this on air, and I hope you watch. I had a brother. You know, we're going to a little altercation now where this is my brother, and you know he had his female. I consider her as my sister. You know, consider my sister.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like when you have a miscommunication, you find out how people really feel about you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Things were said or things was thought. Instead of asking me, I'm not just going to come out and say certain things. It's because I'm trying to keep the peace, trying to be that friend between both. You know what I'm saying? But when one hears something out, that something happened from someone else, then, you know, I don't know what was said or how it was said. It seemed like, no, that's not me. That shouldn't be me. Mm-hmm. But, you know, cause altercation, you know, I want to apologize for that. You know, one thing, I might be an asshole. I might be, damn, you're stupid. I do stupid shit, stupid decisions, but I'm not a grimy person. Mm-hmm. There's a difference between levels that I'm not grimy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You do it with the intention of, that's what I want to do, but it's not the intention of hurting somebody.
Or hurting somebody. My intention is never to hurt somebody, especially if I give you a title in my life as my brother, sister. You feel what I'm saying? If I introduce you to my family as a member of the family, my family know how I feel about that person.
Right.
So it shouldn't be, you know, certain levels where, all right, is he being an asshole right now? You feel what I'm saying? What the fuck is wrong? What's he thinking? Not that, oh, you grimy, bro. That has never been in my 47 years a name that's been titled into Snap, Thirst, or Jermaine is grimy. Mm-hmm. If you think I did you grimy, I don't know what you do. You must have deserved it. Because I don't do grimy things to people who I care about and I love.
Right.
So that's another thing I had to learn. To, you know, leaving 23 is, like I said, that's just bad energy. Yeah. You know, around bad people.
Yeah, and you know that helps the karma cycle, so to say. Yes, I am a Christian. I believe in Jesus. I believe in hell. I believe hell is hot. But I also believe in the energy that you put into a cycle. But, you know, we were taught that if you do believe in the Bible, that you reap what you sow. Yeah. So if that's what you sowing griminess, dirtiness, foolishness, bullshit. What you gonna get out?
That's what you're going to get back.
You know, and my husband has a friend that he talked to last week, and, you know, he was talking about all the things that his kids are doing. But, you know, from some of the stories that I heard about him when he was younger, they doing the exact same shit.
So what are you teaching them? You got to teach them. You know, kids don't come with a manual. You know, parenting don't come with a manual. Yeah. You really have to learn as you go. Yeah. And if you do not want your kids or want the people around you to do certain things, speak upon it. Mm-hmm. Don't sit here and expect and think. You have to speak upon it, because what I think, it's not going to make you smarter. Mm-hmm. So you have to tell me the things you don't like, or, you know what I'm saying? So now if I have issues with someone, or I always been like that. I don't third party tell nobody. Mm-hmm. If I have an issue with that person, I'm calling. Mm-hmm. And I think anybody who had an issue with me should know that. If why am I hearing it from someone else? You really feel like that? I'm going to call you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's just me. Yeah. And I expect that person to do something. Don't go and tell everybody else, because I don't know what's being said around my back. But I know if you have an issue with me, call and tell me. You feel what I'm saying? You know, whoever's telling you where they get it from.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I ask you, who told you that? Because who told you that? Get them on the phone, get them whoever said it, and let's clear it up. It's because one thing you don't, not nowadays, we're getting older, we don't want to be tarnished because we already getting judged and labeled out here in society anyway. But when amongst your peers and the people that you're around every day, I don't want to feel uncomfortable when I'm around people because that's just not a good feeling for me and whoever's around, because I feel like you talk about me, feel like you know what I'm saying something about me, I'm a snap. That's snap. And it's not right. It's because that's just how I was taught. You know, I was taught you stand up for yourself, you stand up for your name, and you stand up for who you are.
Okay.
But 2023 is, you know, we had a lot of things has been exposed. You know, who had the worst year last year? Was it Diddy? Was it Trump? Was it you know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people who had bad years, but you know what I mean? I hope that this year will be more brightened for you. But a lot of things is being exposed now. Yeah. You know, and then it's more of watch what you say, watch what you do. Yeah. Like I said, on that Cat Williams stuff. And as I watched it, now the things that he was saying, the things are resurfacing. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I believe him because he was talking with so much confidence and so much stuff, you know, that he was getting back on that yak, you know what I mean? But it was more now as you watch it and knowing the memes coming up of what he said, and now, you know, everybody exposing it's just, I guess he's tired. He's fed up.
Yeah. And it gets to that point where people do get fed up. And, you know, as it is a new year, we need to be standing on new stuff.
New stuff. That's right.
So what is for me, I would say this, one of the most positive things that came out of last year, even though it really wasn't positive, was the Montgomery situation.
The boat fight? Yeah.
You know, it brought a togetherness.
It did.
To our community. You know, we laugh about it and we talk about, you know, the Battle of Montgomery, you know, whatever you want to call it. But it did give us a sense of unity in our community. You know, we saw that no matter what the situation is, we saw that we ride.
We just wasn't sitting there with cameras facing. We had one man, you know, my man who just came swimming from nowhere, Aquaman. He just came out and just watching it. Not the violent part, right? But you know what I'm saying, the togetherness as there was fighting and let me go help this person like they need help over here. You feel what I'm saying? That was just how we came together. I just upset a little bit that it had to, you know, be about violence, but it came just to see us work together and get together. Like, nah, dog.
Because that's one thing that they always say about our community, that we don't work together.
And we don't fight. We don't fight for each other.
Right.
We fight against each other.
Right.
But that showed us we fight with each other. It depends on the circumstances.
Yeah. But unfortunately, it also showed us something else, that racism is still real. It's still real.
It's not. It's always going to be here. Yeah. But it's still real.
Yeah. And you know, we have to realize that we still have a long way to go when it comes to that, unfortunately.
Yes.
You know?
And we just, as adults, because being here, especially, you know, I'm about to be 48 in a couple weeks, and just thinking about me being 48, especially where I come from, it's like a blessing. Yeah. You know, we I feel like I'm 30, probably look like I'm 30, but boy, when you hit them 40s, but you're lucky that you're still here, it's a whole different ball game. Yeah. It's a whole different ball game. And just being that we've seen that, you know, the racism, we've seen a lot of positivity has come since we have been young, but to me, it's trending almost back down to we're getting worse in certain circumstances, especially when it comes to our community and comes to what we feel like we're still monks fighting each other to try to prove to each other instead of proving to them and everybody else who we are, right? We should know who we are, but we're too busy trying to do it amongst each other. We have to fight them, not us.
Right. And what is one thing that you think that we need to do as a community in this year that we should have learned last year?
Stop judging. Definitely stop judging. We got, you know, we got lazy with the lazy technology that they're giving us. You know, the phones. You know, you can lose your keys which has your house key, your work key, your mama's key, your boyfriend, girlfriend key, will sit here and be like, where them damn keys? And but you'll lose your phone and you'll go damn crazy.
Yeah.
Crack a phone, you go damn crazy if that phone don't work.
Yeah.
And that's to keep up with everything. But the keys is keep up too. That's what people can get in your house.
Yeah.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? It's like we got our priorities, but it's more of we're paying attention to what we are seeing in front of us.
Right. And to piggyback off that, this is one of my things for this year that we really need to do. If we have insurance on our phones, we need to have insurance on our lives.
Facts.
We really need to get that together. I'm tired of seeing GoFundMe accounts,
yes.
Fish fries, all that other stuff. We said we were supposed to get rid of that 2 years ago and be more financially productive in that. We have too many kids, we have too many family members, to be worried about. For
what
us
if,
dying.
what if.
Anything can happen, unfortunately. But, you need to be prepared for your family. So, whatever you need to do. Like for me, I know firsthand, one of the things that I'm doing, especially this year, is I'm forming a trust for my son. That's the first thing that needs to happen this year is I'm forming a trust for my son, because that house that I live in is really for him.
Yes.
A lot of y'all don't know I have a special needs child, but, I want to make sure that he has somewhere to stay at all times, So how do I do that? I put that in a trust. I don't just leave it to him, because if you find out the legal stuff behind it, a trust, he doesn't have to pay taxes on the house once he receives it. Correct. So there's things that you need to do as as a parent to figure out what you need to do to make your child's life and a better life when you transition, because they're already going to be heartbroken and devastated. They don't need to go wait through probate court.
Who's going to do it? How he's going to do it? Really, when you pass away, money should be the last thing that should be you be worried about. But in our culture and the way we are moving, it's the first thing.
Yeah.
And that's what the family mostly fight for.
And the sad part is my dad died in 2016. He was old school, real old school. He didn't have anything. His stuff is still in fucking probate court.
What?
From 16.
Damn.
So that goes to show you what happens when you think, you got all this stuff done. And you don't. We still have to go through hoops. We still have to do this. We still have to do that, just because we have to keep stuff going, even though we don't have correct paperwork to get the stuff done.
I started a trust fund with my kids since they were 2. Each year during income tax, I take $2,000, which is $1,000 for a piece for my daughter and my son, and I put it away where they can't touch it until they're 25. So it's been staggering up because they're 17, 18 now, but they don't hope they watch. Damn, now they watching the show, but now they know they got extra money coming. But that's something, for them. But now, since I just got over COVID and had a little bit of bronchitis, and I felt so sad, is because now I'm going to make a will. That really, really scared me. So that's another thing. I need to go out here and make a will.
Yes.
It's not just for rich people. This is for, like I said, you're preparing. We sit out here and say we work for our children. We say we go out here and make money for our children. But are you really preparing them and have things lined up for them just in case? Them 2 days, 2 weeks I was in the hospital and home, I really found out that it's good to have help. If you don't have help, make sure that your kids will have help. You know what I mean? And it really, we evaluated what I am doing and what I need to do. Sitting in that bed, and just at times it just felt like I had to think about moving. Want to move over. Like I'm so sore and so much in the bed. It's like I had to count 1, 2, 3, then move. You feel what I'm saying? That's a bad feeling, but it made me put in perspective what happens if I get old, and you know what I'm saying. So it really put me in perspective where it really changed a lot of what I'm doing. I haven't, for 2 weeks, I haven't ate meat. I'm just so used to eating soup. And now I'm going buy cans of soup and eating soup and stuff like that now, where it made me change my habits of once I got better, when I'm getting better, of keeping it, keeping that way.
Yeah.
So we definitely have to, start thinking on the future of our children to make sure that they don't have a GoFundMe, because people are going to send money regardless.
Yeah.
They're going to do that. But asking, I just never, you know what I'm saying? I can't do that. If I can't get it, I find a way. But I can't ask. I can't put up a GoFundMe.
Yeah. And not only that, now too, hopefully you saw that you need to have a little nest egg for yourself, because when you get older, you're going to need assistance.
Yes.
And your children may not always be there. What if they cross the world or this, that, and the other? And I really have an opinion about it's unfair for us to ask our kids to drop everything to help them.
Yeah, and that was one of the situations that I caused about me and my brother. They was going through their thing, but at the moment I was sick. Mm-hmm. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't move. Mm-hmm. And it's like I didn't stop. You find out who your true people is when you need them, not when you want them. You feel what I'm saying? I needed help. And, my kids was there, but I took almost their 2 weeks away from them because they're making sure I'm okay, and I'm finding out things about them. I'm getting onto this show, but it's just, it makes you feel I needed help. You know what I'm saying? So a friend, the friend came, took the kids out, was like, I know it's Christmas weekend. Can they go out? Yeah, take them out. Like, I want to get them out the house. She got them out the house and she took them Christmas shopping. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm sick. I'm in the bed. So as we was flowing, as we was doing, you realize, hey, my kids is the only one who really here, but I'm taking their time away. It's because they want to make sure I'm okay. And it really hurt, but then my son, talk about these little sons of bitches. Yeah. I begin on to the funny good part. Yes. Because I want to make it seem like we getting on them. But they said, Dad, this is my son. The boys, I love my girls. But your girls, y'all nurturing, y'all love y'all. But your boys, let me tell you what this little nigga did. So, Dad, how you feeling? You got a mask on and stuff. And can we go to the movies? I was like, nah, I mean, yeah, y'all can go to the movies. I'm good. I'm straight. He said, nah, I want you to go. So I said, what? He said, Fast and Furious came out. So I said, what do I want to see Fast and Furious for? So I'm thinking, Fast and Furious, I see Vin Diesel, this nigga jumping out of a motherfucking car, going one way, snatch his girl up in midair, they kissing, making love, and hopping on another car going the other way, then hop on a highway, and nigga, I'm in this bed and can't move. You about to Fast and the damn Furious, some real shit. So, you know what I'm saying? It just made me realize, like, kids, they're selfish, but I know they just wanted to get out. Yeah. But I found out more about, you know what I mean? Like, I love y'all, but I'm sick and I'm hurting right now. Like, Dad, could you? Oh, my bad, Dad. You need something now? Nigga, you just went through this whole movie skit. Now you want to ask me for my, but you kids don't know. They just thought I was regularly sick because I really get sick often. But it was just cute. Just, you know what I'm saying? It just hurt me. Like, I'm sitting here in this bed hurting, and you talk about a nonfiction movie I want to go see. You know what I'm saying? But it was cool. Yeah. But
the kids, they, like you said, they get lost in translation sometimes. Mm-hmm. And, just because, your sickness may not be the same sickness that he has. Correct. So, he thinking, oh, well, I was all right. I just had a little cough and this and that. But he don't realize we almost 50.
We're 50. And our cold is different now.
Yeah. And stubbing a toe can mean 3 years of 3 years, not 3 months, but 3 years of physical therapy. So,
as you get older, we tend to find out that 47 and 48 is talking to me now. It's like, boy, it's really, 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 really talking to me now. So really, I'm accepting my age and I'm accepting everything I'm doing. Like, once you hit that 40 and 50, you can't do shit like you used to. Yeah. And I really, really found that out. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm 20, look like I'm 30, but at 40, be like, nah, nigga. Nah, what are you doing? You feel what I'm saying? We'll sit you down different. And I've learned to respect that even though I'm here, we have to pass it down because we are just here. Yeah. We feel like we're here, but it's more than just being here. Now you have to prepare the next generation on how to do it, how to prepare yourself, because we was born as, how you say, cabbages, as babies, and now we're gonna be babies again. Yeah. We're gonna start forgetting. Yeah. We're gonna start, people are gonna need to change in our Pampers. So we're gonna become a baby again. So during that time of when you was born until 60, 70 for some of us.
Yeah.
You have to build that resume. Who's going to help you?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's a thing that we have a tendency of forgetting, is because, we think, oh, well, this person is, I'm tired of this person. I'm doing this. And so we break up these relationships, and whether it's a romantic relationship, somebody in your family, a workplace, whatever, a relationship is a relationship.
Facts.
And if you dog a person out, or, don't do what you're supposed to do as far as a friendship, relationship, or whatever, what do you expect you're going to get out of it?
Yes. So leave like toxic people.
Yeah.
Leave toxic people in 2023.
Yeah. So, we're getting of this age, and we need to almost start building a roster of people we can call on, instead of cutting people
off. It's more of get your surrounding or your team ready. We're, like you said, we're pushing 50. If you ain't got your priorities right by 50, you're halfway there, then you need to reevaluate yourself and start getting that right. It's because we think we're going uphill, but in our physically health-wise, you're going downhill.
Yeah.
You're everything is, you can't do like you used to. So realistically, you are going down.
Yeah.
You think you're going up, but really, you're going down. Yeah. Hit that toe when you're 40 on something. Ooh, it'll ting you up and stop and make you hate everything around you. Right. Then when you're young, like, God damn, when'd I get there?
Yeah.
But hit your toe or fall and get hurt at 40.
Yeah, my thing used to be, well, how did I get that bruise? And kept right on moving.
Yeah, when you're young, you get hit, you're like, where'd I come from?
Yeah.
Now you'll see something, you'll be like, what's wrong? You see it? Ooh, and it hurts.
Yeah, you pressing and touching. Maybe I need some liniment, or your Tiger Balm.
Your Tiger Balm, you start getting remedies from everybody when you start getting older. But when you're young, you enjoy it, but also prepare yourself as you're enjoying your youth years.
Yes.
And I still want to say, wrap it up.
Yes.
And the reason, if you out here having sex, it's not her fault. It's not your fault. It's both of y'all fault if you're out here having children and you're not ready.
Yes.
And when I say you're not ready, that's a whole different responsibility that comes along with life.
It's more than financial.
Ooh,
it's more than financial. And, as a sex person and a sexologist, I believe in safe sex. And I will always tell people, make sure, you using condoms, that, even if you're doing oral sex, you using condoms, dental dams.
Yes.
Because that was one other thing that came out this, the last week of the year, and this week, this week, is that HPV.
What's that?
HPV is the virus that can cause certain cancers. Anal cancer, vaginal cancer. Now, as they're noticing, a lot of people are getting oral cancer from their throat. From
rocking the mic?
From that.
Cutting the grass?
Yeah, all of that. So that's why it's important to make sure that we have these safe sex practices when we're doing this, and especially for people that we do not know. If we're just out here having random partners or whatever, you need to make sure that you are doing everything in a safe manner. And
Facts.
I mean everything, whether it's anal, oral, vaginal, whatever your preference is. Make sure that we're wrapped up and we're doing what we need to do to stay safe.
If you ain't got the right prophylactics, then if you can't use a condom, use your imagination. Mm-hmm. You know how many girls done got it from me from imagination? Don't you know Beyonce done got it, Ashanti done got it. A couple chicks in the club done got it, went home, safe sex. Hey, you better keep 100.
As my friend used to say, Pamela and her 5 sisters.
Hey, it goes along everywhere I go. You know how fast and quick I can do. Boy, you don't know how many women done got it the first night they didn't even know it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, if you're not, please just be safe out here, because it's not just kids, is diseases out here. We're catching this new stuff is just coming from everywhere. And like I said, I just had COVID and bronchitis mixed together, and I would not dare give it to my enemy. That's how bad it felt for me. And still, I'm gonna say probably like 10% still in my, still coming out. But as you get older, you used to get sick and you up. It feels different. As you get older, You tend to think we shouldn't have to be in a situation for us to change. We should change before the situation hits.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? It just feels better. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? A lot of us be out here in these streets, and the only time we sit down, we move so much, the only time we sit down is when we locked up.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean, when somebody go to the hospital or something. Do it while you're free.
Yes.
It feels much better, and you'll avoid the potholes. You'll avoid the road closures. You feel what I'm saying? You could take that detour and feel much better when you do it.
Right. And we're not just talking physical health. We're talking about mental health
Mental
too.
health.
You know, it's okay to quote unquote have a therapist and love Jesus too. You know.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with talking to someone. I thought back in the days it was, but talking to you and talking to a therapist, it makes me feel better because I find out a lot of stuff in my life that it makes sense now. You feel what I'm saying? And sometimes it takes that other mind, take that other experience for you to get some of the stuff. Like the first girl in my life that hurt me, it wasn't that girl in third grade, that girl in second grade. It was actually my mother. You feel what I'm saying? And we have a up and down situation, but we love each other so much. But when we get into that field of not disrespecting, but that field of disagreement, it's ugly.
Yeah.
And it comes from, she was the first woman to hurt me. And the rage comes out when we get into that disagreement stage of our conversations. You feel what I'm saying? So it changed up a little bit to where I had to face my own fears and get rid of that. So really, like I said, 2023, all the things that used to trigger me or make me get upset, I don't even want it no more. I don't even want to think about it. Everything that happened yesterday, I can't change it. So if it's going to prepare me for today so I can be ready for tomorrow, yes. But whatever happened yesterday, I learned it's over with. It's over with.
Yep. So what else you got in your arsenal for 2024?
Keep my feelings to myself and be selfish. I'm being a little bit more selfish this year. I was caring too much in my previous years to friends, to family. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody can't go where you're going. You feel what I'm saying? You can't take everyone with you. You can give them the message, you can give them the tools, but they can't go on your journey. They can go on theirs, but they can't go on your. And me, always felt like, always try to bring everyone with me. You feel what I'm saying? Because why can't I feel like I'm the next God? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the next Michael Jordan. I want to be the next God. You feel what I'm saying? When I'm going, I still want my name to be out here talked about when I'm going. So you tend to try to help and care for everybody, but everybody don't care and take care of you the same way. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Just learn to, the ones who want to come on my boat, come on my boat. The ones who don't, cool. It's no love lost. Can't hate, not upset. And just learn, keep my feelings neutral. You know what I'm saying? I'm caring less. Even I care, but I'm caring less to where I can't make you care or like the way I like and I care for you.
Well, I think your thing is reciprocity.
Yeah. Correct.
You know, it's got to be where, you know, it's a energy exchange.
Yes.
It's not just one way.
Yeah, it's just one.
You know?
Yes. If I'm hollering for you, I hope you're hollering for me. You know what I'm saying? And we have to realize I feel much better, feel much calmer. But I'm getting less phone calls. I'm getting less what's ups, which is cool. I guess it's eliminating the things I don't need in my life and is waiting for the things that needs to be in my life entering through the front door. You feel what I'm saying? I am the gatekeeper. I am the one who's opened up the door. So I'm the one who's, are you coming in or not? Another thing we leave in 2023, I'm tired of this Michael Jordan, LeBron comparison. Leave that shit in 2023 this year. I'm tired of that shit. Leave that shit. I'm tired.
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter, but I'm tired of the LeBron and, man, leave them two guys alone and the Tupac and Biggie. Leave that shit in 2023.
I feel you.
Chris Rock and Jada Pinkett, man, leave that shit 2023. I'm tired. I'm
talking
tired.
about that she look like
yeah,
that.
boy, yes, she do. She's like a fat skinny Joe.
Y'all wrong. Y'all so wrong.
Hey, she'll know who she would have been.
I'll say this. A lot of people need healing in that situation.
Ooh-wee.
A lot of people need healing.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff that needs to be unearthed and dealt with, on everybody's side with that. So
in 2023, let them figure it out. I see it. I'm scrolling. I don't want to give my opinion because, what I'm saying? That's what it's for, opinions. Mm-hmm. But they need help. They both need help. And I hope they get it. You know what I'm saying? 2020, because we looked up Will, we looked up Jada, and I still watched the old Different World clips. And I was like, ooh, Jada's bad. I still Jason lyrics. Ooh, she was hot. Now she looks different. Not if I'm saying that, but she looks different.
And it might be she looks different because you think you have a certain demeanor about her now. Like you think
when she got married, I left her. We all had little people we liked. We was growing up like I just loved Stacey Dash. Used to love Nia Long. But once they got married, when you're young, you're like, I can't get her. So you're off my list.
I think too, you realize that she was human.
Facts, yeah, that's true.
We have a tendency of putting these people on a pedestal, and we think that they're all just because they're beautiful and this, that, and the other.
All our girls look like them.
They have issues just like everybody
else. Sometimes they're worse than what we got, and they got bread.
Yeah.
So next week, I got Jimmy, Sell Your Home, Jimmy Jones coming through.
Okay.
He's a big time realtor here in Atlanta. He also was on the Love and hip hop little sitcom. But he's gonna come dropping through. Definitely people who are here needing homes because these are times of. He's gonna give us some lessons on. When's the best time? What's the best areas and stuff like that?
Okay.
Because a lot of us, like I said, we're trying to grow and try to get this in the new year. Yeah. And people trying to get new homes. Yeah. I'm trying to stack their life. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that'll be a good one. Unfortunately, I'm gonna miss it.
Oh.
But I'm not just skating out. I'm not just skating out. We talk about goals and stuff. Goals.
Set goals, not dreams.
Yes, goals this year for me. I'm starting out early, going to speak. I am going to LA.
LA.
Yeah.
Hey.
So I will be in LA at Vibe Expo.
Okay.
And I will be, talking about sex after 50.
Sex after 50. Right now I'm pushing it, but
sex after 50 I am too.
That's what's up.
And it's just going to be a great thing. I think that it's going to be a good trip. I think that
that is always good.
Yeah.
So something when people in Hollywood, we're coming through soon.
And that's where I'll be. I'll be in Hollywood. So, hopefully, I can bring y'all back some good information.
That's right. Go by Cat Williams' house. He said he likes women. Next week, like you said, we're gonna be here the same time, same place, different topic. We love you, man. Continue to grow. Continue to get your goals. This is the first week in the new year. Keep it growing, so you keep yourself better. So we can say next year what we did last year. So we have a better year. All right? Salute y'all, man. Love y'all.
Yes.
One love.
And in the words of my grandmother, I hope you get everything this year that you didn't get last.
That's right. And I hope you get better this year.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Let's go.
All right.
Damn the Cat Podcast.